The Yaqui people of Sonora, Mexico are known for their unyielding spirit. Their history is a tapestry woven with threads of bravery, resilience, and an unbreakable connection to their land. The Sonoran Desert, with its vast and rugged landscape, has been both a home and a battleground for the Yaqui people. This land, rich in natural beauty and resources, has been the stage for their enduring struggle and cultural preservation. For centuries, they have fought against colonization and oppression. The Yaqui warriors, known for their fierce combat skills and strategic prowess, have defended their territory against numerous invaders. From the Spanish conquistadors in the 16th century, to the Mexican government in the 19th and 20th centuries, the Yaqui have shown an unwavering commitment to their sovereignty and way of life. Their resistance is not just a series of battles, but a continuous fight for their identity and survival. The Yaqui story is one of courage, resilience, and the determination to protect their land, culture, and freedom. Their traditional dances, ceremonies, and oral histories are not just cultural expressions but acts of resistance and survival. These practices have been passed down through generations, ensuring that the Yaqui identity remains vibrant and intact. The elders, as keepers of wisdom and tradition, play a crucial role in educating the youth about their heritage and the importance of their cultural practices. They faced Spanish conquistadors, the Mexican government, and even the United States, never backing down from a fight for their survival. Each conflict, each struggle, has left an indelible mark on the Yaqui people, shaping their collective memory and identity. The stories of these battles are etched into the very fabric of their community, serving as a reminder of their ancestors' sacrifices and the ongoing fight for justice and recognition. The Yaqui spirit is a testament to the strength of indigenous peoples. Their ability to adapt, survive, and thrive in the face of adversity is a powerful example of human resilience. The community events, where Yaqui people come together to celebrate their culture and heritage, are a testament to their enduring spirit. These gatherings are not just social events but reaffirmations of their identity and unity. They remind us that even in the face of overwhelming odds, hope and resistance can thrive. The sight of Yaqui children playing and learning from their elders is a powerful symbol of continuity and hope. It shows that the Yaqui culture is not just surviving but flourishing, with each new generation carrying forward the legacy of their ancestors. The teachings of the elders ensure that the wisdom and traditions of the past are not lost, but are instead woven into the future. Their story is a vital part of understanding the history of the Americas and the ongoing struggle for indigenous rights. The Yaqui ceremonies, rich in symbolism and tradition, are a testament to their enduring culture. The modern protests, where Yaqui activists stand up for their rights and the rights of other indigenous peoples, show that the spirit of resistance is very much alive. The Yaqui people, with their unbroken spirit, continue to inspire and remind us of the importance of cultural preservation and the fight for justice. The traditional lands of the Yaqui people are in the Rio Yaqui Valley of Sonora, Mexico. This region, with its vast and varied landscapes, has been home to the Yaqui for centuries. The Yaqui have thrived in this environment, developing a deep understanding and respect for the land that sustains them. This region is characterized by its arid deserts, rugged mountains, and the life-giving waters of the Yaqui River. The desert, though harsh and unforgiving, holds a unique beauty and a delicate balance of life that the Yaqui people have learned to navigate and cherish. The Yaqui River, winding through the arid landscape, is a vital source of water and sustenance. It is the lifeblood of the region, providing for both the people and the diverse flora and fauna that call this place home. The Yaqui people have a deep spiritual connection to this land. They are skilled farmers, cultivating crops that have been passed down through generations. Their agricultural practices are a testament to their ingenuity and their ability to adapt to the challenging environment. In addition to farming, the Yaqui are adept hunters and fishermen. They have honed their skills over centuries, learning the best techniques to hunt game in the desert and fish in the river. These practices are not just means of survival but are also deeply embedded in their cultural traditions. Living in balance with the natural world, the Yaqui people have developed a profound respect for the environment. They understand the importance of maintaining harmony with nature, recognizing that their well-being is intrinsically linked to the health of the land. Their connection to the land is central to their identity and way of life. The land is not just a place to live, but a sacred space that holds their history, culture, and traditions. It is a source of strength and a foundation for their community. It is this connection that fueled their resistance against those who sought to take it from them. The Yaqui have a long history of defending their land from external threats, standing firm in the face of adversity to protect their heritage and way of life. The Yaqui people understood that to lose their land was to lose a part of themselves. Their elders, who hold the wisdom of generations, remind the community of the importance of preserving their land and culture for future generations. The land is their legacy, and they are its guardians. The Yaqui people have a long and proud history of resistance. In the 16th century, Spanish conquistadors arrived in Sonora, seeking gold and indigenous labor. The Yaqui fought back fiercely, defending their land and way of life. They resisted Spanish attempts to convert them to Christianity and exploit their labor. Their resistance continued for generations. They used their knowledge of the land to their advantage, engaging in guerrilla warfare against the better-equipped Spanish. This early resistance laid the groundwork for centuries of struggle against colonial powers. In the early 20th century, the Yaqui people were caught in the crossfire of the Mexican Revolution. The Mexican government, under Porfirio Diaz, sought to modernize the nation and open up indigenous lands for development. This led to further encroachment on Yaqui territory and renewed conflict. The Yaqui people, led by figures like Cayame and Tetabiate, fought against both government forces and those seeking to exploit their land. The Mexican Revolution was a time of great upheaval and violence for the Yaqui people. Despite facing immense challenges, they continued to fight for their right to exist on their own terms. Section 5. Deportation and Enslavement. One of the darkest chapters in Yaqui history came during the rule of Porfirio Diaz. His regime, which lasted from 1876 to 1911, was marked by significant social and economic changes in Mexico. However, for the Yaqui people, it was a time of immense suffering and loss. Diaz's policies were aimed at modernizing Mexico, but they often came at the expense of indigenous communities. Diaz implemented a brutal policy of deportation against the Yaqui people. This policy was part of his broader strategy to suppress any resistance to his rule and to exploit the natural resources of Yaqui lands. The Yaqui, known for their fierce independence and resistance, were seen as a threat to Diaz's vision of a unified and modern Mexico. Thousands of Yaqui men, women, and children were forcibly removed from their homeland. They were rounded up by soldiers, often in violent raids that left many dead or wounded. The deportations were carried out with little regard for the well-being of the Yaqui people, who were treated as mere obstacles to be removed. They were sent to work on haciendas in the Yucatan Peninsula, enduring horrific conditions and forced labor. The haciendas were large estates where the Yaqui were forced to work in the fields, often under the scorching sun, with little food or rest. The work was grueling, and many Yaqui did not survive the harsh conditions. This period of deportation and enslavement had a devastating impact on the Yaqui people. Their traditional way of life was disrupted, and their communities were torn apart. The trauma of this period is still felt by the Yaqui people today, as they continue to fight for recognition and justice. Families were torn apart, and many died from disease, starvation, and overwork. The conditions on the haciendas were so harsh that many Yaqui succumbed to illness and exhaustion. The loss of life was staggering, and the impact on the Yaqui community was profound. The Mexican government's actions were a clear attempt to eradicate the Yaqui people and their culture. By removing them from their land and subjecting them to forced labor, the government sought to break the spirit of the Yaqui people and erase their cultural identity. Despite these efforts, the Yaqui have persevered, and their culture and traditions continue to thrive today. Section 6. A disturbing chapter, forced marriages. During the deportation period, a particularly disturbing practice emerged, the forced marriage of Yaqui women to Chinese men. This practice was rooted in the racist ideologies of the time. The Mexican government saw the Yaqui as an inferior race that needed to be absorbed into Mexican society. They believed that by forcing Yaqui women to marry Chinese men, they could dilute Yaqui bloodlines and weaken their cultural identity. These forced marriages were a form of cultural genocide, aimed at erasing the Yaqui people and their traditions. Section 7. The Yaqui today, a culture endures. Despite the horrors they faced, the Yaqui people never gave up hope. They resisted assimilation and clung to their cultural traditions. Many eventually returned to their homeland in Sonora, where they continued to fight for their land rights and self-determination. Today, the Yaqui people are still here. They continue to practice their traditional ceremonies, speak their language, and pass on their history to younger generations. Their resilience is a testament to the enduring power of the human spirit. Section 8. The Legacy of Resistance. The Yaqui story is not just a story of survival, it is a story of resistance. Their centuries-long struggle against colonialism and oppression has inspired countless others fighting for justice and self-determination. Their unwavering commitment to their land, culture, and freedom serves as a powerful example for indigenous peoples and all those who seek a more just and equitable world. The Yaqui people remind us that even in the face of overwhelming adversity, the human spirit can triumph. Section 9. A story, yet unfinished. The fight of the Yaqui people is far from over. They still face challenges to their land rights, access to water, and cultural survival. The impact of historical trauma continues to be felt, and the struggle for healing and justice is ongoing. However, the Yaqui spirit remains unbroken. They continue to organize, resist, and advocate for their rights. Their story is a reminder that the fight for indigenous rights is a fight for all of us, a fight for a world where all people can live with dignity and respect on their own lands.